process with all of a sudden Cleveland saying open for business, we're going to, you know, possibly make a deal. That to me is the most interesting thing.
I love that, but I'm going to go a little more low key. I'm going to go at number 14, the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh.
Because don't forget what happened at the end of last year. There's a lot of discussion about whether or not Chris Ballard, the GM, would be back. Were they going to go forward with Shane Steichen? The quarterback situation didn't work out the way they had hoped when they drafted Anthony Richardson in number 4. They bring in competition with Daniel Jones. To me, they feel like they're in a win-now situation. And the tight end would help both of those quarterbacks. We know how valuable these tight ends are. Daniel, you have them in your top 10, both of them. Tyler Warren, Colston Loveland. Colts are at 14. They may have to make that move. I mentioned Brock Bowers last year. People waited to 13. I don't know they're going to wait for the tight end this year. And if you're the Colts, if that's the guy you want, maybe Chris Ballard goes and gets him early.
That's a great thought. By the way, real quick, check this mic. Is it on? Chicago Bears.
Oh.
Yeah, the Bears to me are fascinating. They have an exciting young quarterback in Caleb Williams, and they went and said, we've got to help this kid out. So let's revamp the entire offensive line. Let's go hire one of the most innovative offensive minds in Ben Johnson to be our head coach. Oh, yeah, bonus. We just stole him from a team inside our own division. And now there's all this chatter about, are they potentially trying to move up, which we assume would be for Ashton Jeanty, to put him in that nucleus, that young, exciting nucleus that they have. And on top of that, the reaction we're going to get when they pick is going to be off the charts.
And don't forget, let's make sure we remember Mongo McMichael and his family.
No doubt.
After what happened.
May he rest in peace. Kurt?
I've got my eyes definitely on Cleveland and the Giants. Do they jump back in at the end of the round to get their quarterback? But come on, is this an NFL broadcast or what? Why are we not talking about the Cowboys? About the Cowboys, what are they going to do? They're all in as a team. What does that look like in the draft? Do they go get a wide receiver to pair with CD Lamb, or do they do what they always do and decide to get an offensive lineman? What do the Dallas Cowboys do? Always shakes up the draft.
Yeah, and as for the Giants, if I'm not mistaken, the Giants are the only team in your mock draft that aired last night that you think might pick twice tonight, which clearly means an eye on Big Blue in New Jersey. So you can see all the prospects in the green room lining up to come out on the stage. So it's time for us to head to the stage. When we come back, the first NFL draft of the modern era here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, gets that much closer to putting the Titans on the clock.
I don't really like committing.
It's the pre-show. It's the pre-show. The Minute Tail Podcast. Okay, is my computer freezing? What the fuck, yo?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You know it? Freebirds! Yeah. Going all the way, all the way, all the way. Watch how these pieces get moving like Hasbro. Ain't no con in these rats, so I'm trying to be calm when it comes to the cash flow. Talking till I die from the city we ride, no matter the outcome. When you out, watch your mouth in the jungle, a lot of them never escape from. Agent J when I bait some, 28 in my bag like I'm Freddie T. Agent K when I'm holding the city down, blocking all of the haters like Tony B. It's our year every year, if you quoting me, we gon' see on the field. They know the county, I scream it wherever I go. When I bleed, I just see black and teal. Feel like Brunel when the place is in action. Every line that I flow always solid, that mean I ain't worried about pockets collapsing. He may go all the way, running the X's and O's, gotta love how it happens. You ain't part of the gang, I ain't gotta explain why we ain't got no room on the wagon. MIT is the Army, the Navy, the greatest is Jimmy and Keenan, the ultimate package. Ooh, never can care how you feel. You are now in the mix with the men and teal. Nothing but facts inside these conversations. Keep it 100, the law of the nation. With all the smoke, we can meet at the bait. You know the location. Executing the play when the ball cross the plane, that's the gate. Hit my little celebration. Then all I can hear is them saying, yeah, yeah. Then all I can hear is them saying, yeah, yeah. All I can hear is them saying, ooh, ooh. You know it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Freebirds!
Welcome to the Men and Tail Podcast. I am your host, Agent J, and as always, walking with my man J to the I to the M-B-O.
Oh, and
You are now in the mix with the men and teal.
yes, sir. Jay,
Jimbo,
it's draft day.
motherfucking draft day.
Draft day, baby. The day is here. Shout out to everybody tuning in, man. Shout out everybody in the chat, man. You know what it is. We here to keep it real, keep it teal, and we can't wait to see who the newest member of Teal is gonna be tonight. I'm excited, dog. I am fucking
Yeah.
excited. James Gladstone, Liam Cohen, and Tony B got the media going crazy right now.
Crazy.
They're going crazy because they do not know what the Jags are going to do. The Jags are staying at 5. The Jags are moving up. The Jags are trading back with Denver. The Jags are trading back with the Bears. Genty, Travis Hunter. They don't know. They don't know. Mason Graham out of there. Somebody said Banks.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh man, Jimbo smoking good gas.
Ooh, excuse me, bro. Yeah. Listen, Tet. They're talking about drafting Tet. Like, they just don't know, bro. They don't know. The draft really does start at 5, or if we move up a little earlier.
Hey, I'm here for it. I'm here for it
That,
all.
better believe it. But while we waiting, bro, let's talk.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk, bro. So, Jay, I don't know if you saw um, the news report, but just when we give the man his flowers,
Yeah, bro.
we just gave Justin Blackman his flowers last week, bro.
Just last week.
My dog looked bad.
Dog bloated.
My
All that
dog looked bad, bro.
liquor, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy, dog.
All that damn liquor, bro. That's all that is.
Yeah, man. Prayers up to Justin Blackman, dog. Like,
Yeah.
just, I hope, maybe, and no pun intended, but maybe it's like a sobering moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was really rough, man. And he's still under contract.
Yeah. Shout out to the contracts. Bro.
Hey, is your chat showing?
No.
Where?
Yeah,
the chat's up.
It's up.
I don't know. But anyway, all right. So yeah, bro. I hope. Damn, dog. It sucks to see Justin like that, man. To be honest with you. Like
Jaguars and Browns trade looks like it could go down and talks are happening, but nothing done till done, obviously. That was Jay Glazer.
Yeah. It's crazy. All the way up to 2.
Gotta go get that Heisman.
Yes. B-Mac in the building.
Yo.
What's up, my ginger? Yeah, you see?
My ginger.
My ginger, my ginger. Yeah.
My ginger, my motherfucking ginger.
Bro, listen, it's gonna be bye ETN, but it's definitely not gonna say fuck ETN, dog. I fucks with ETN, Robert. But shout out Robert in the chat. But bro, can we talk about the lies that people tell?
Bro, people be lying, bro. Like
lying for no, bro.
Literally
We had to sit through a conversation. I'm not gonna name names, but we had to sit through a conversation, and they said that they didn't listen to the E Dilla when he was on, I believe it was Hacker on like Tuesday. But the comments under there was saying that E Dilla said that he heard that the Jags were in talks to trade Trevor Lawrence and try to get Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
Listen, I had the AC in my truck on full blast, and the conversation had me so hot, I was sweating, bro. I was sweating because I was like, bro, I would lose if that were to happen. If that were to happen, I would lose complete trust in the organization right now.
Yeah.
Because you didn't even try. You didn't even try with Trevor. You know. Now the individual that we were talking with did make a good point. He said that if they did that, then he would have to believe that they saw something in Trevor, like being in person with him, they saw something that said that he wasn't the guy.
Yeah.
And they moved. Like that was a good point. So I'm not going to take that part away from him. But B-Mac. Man, who said that? Nah, B-Mac. We ain't going to tell you.
Some crazy guy.
Yeah, he was crazy. He was off his rocker.
He's an agent K.
But again, that was a valid point, you know, but I would be mad because like again, to me, it's like you didn't even try. Like you saw, like you're telling me that you saw a flaw that was so bad that made you say, "Oh, nope, I'm gonna give up before I even start."
Yeah.
That's wild. That's why it's like, bro, why did you even take the job?
Yeah, there's no point.
You know, like everything you said up to this point. So anyway, my point is that I was very upset about that conversation. More upset than a grown man should be about
hearsay.
A grown man. You know what I'm saying?
And about hearsay.
And hearsay.
Yeah.
But it was so slanderous. Just do better, my guy. Do better. I love you, bro. You're still my guy. But you know, you got to do better than that.
Got to.
All right, bro.
Jags jerseys in the in the building.
Bro, you just said Jag jerseys.
Yeah.
Funny you should mention that. I want to play a game with you, dog. So I was sitting here thinking the other day, and with all the Genty talk, I'm thinking about ETN, and like, damn, dog, if they draft Genty, ETN is definitely out of here. And I was thinking about the jersey number 1, and for a minute, I couldn't think of anybody else on the team that wore the number 1.
Yeah.
Like ever in the history of Jaguars. I'm like, I'm racking my brain, like, damn. And then I finally figured it out. Mike Hollis.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, okay, Mike Hollis and Travis Etienne were the number 1 for the Jaguars. I wonder if anybody else did, right? So I found a site that tells you just type in the number and it tells you who wore the numbers, when they wore the numbers, so on and so forth. So I just want to pick some of the numbers of guys that we know, and I want to see, and I'm going to tell you how many people wore it, and then I'm going to say a number. Then I'm going to tell you the number of people that I think that you should know who they are because they played some kind of significant role in the team. And depending on what that number is, I'll probably tell you, okay, tell me, let's say it's 4. I'll say, can you tell me 3 of them?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say there's 5. I might say 3. Or if there's 8, I might say 4. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, I know how to do it.
It's a cultural divide. We gonna get it on the floor. Is you really gonna do it? For the acres and a mule, this is more than the music. And y'all slipping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the light back. Hey, what's it on that beat, ho? Damn, Jimbo, what happened to you?
It didn't show up. It wasn't where it was supposed to be.
Oh man,
all right, I got it. I got it right here. All right, so let's go with BTJ. Let's start with number 7.
Mm-hmm. Leftwich.
All right, hold on. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people have worn the number 7 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I expect you to know 1, 2. I'm not going to count one of these guys because you know his name, but you may not have known his number. So I expect you to know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I expect you to know 7 of the 9 people that wore the number 7. Can you give me 4?
Well, I mean, now you're saying that those people are like notable, like they did something for the Jags.
Well, I'm saying like you're pretty well versed in the Jacksonville Jaguars, right?
Yeah,
These are players that
Byron
wore a number.
Byron Leftwich is the only one who did anything of any significance.
Well, that's not true. That's not true. Like, you're not even trying.
I don't know anybody else who wore number 7, so I can't. You got to think. The number 7 is a single digit number, which means it's either a quarterback or a special teamer, like or a skill, like one of those special teams positions.
I'm saying, bro, but you did. Okay, so using that logic, you're telling me you can't think of anybody else that wore number 7?
No.
Chad Henne, Nick Foles, Zay Jones. Like,
okay, Chad Henne, not
Taven Austin,
nothing significant.
Oh my God!
I knew the Steve Berline thing, but that's still nothing significant. He just happened to be the first quarterback.
It's just give me people that had the number 7. That's all I asked you.
Bro,
Like,
I'm saying all forgettable.
oh my God.
Nick Foles. You said Nick? You mean Nick Foles, the one who played a quarter and a half of football? I don't even remember him wearing 7 because that shit. He didn't play for the Jaguars. He played a quarter. Then we got to see Minshew. So shout out to Minshew. That's the most notable thing about Nick Foles being number 7 is that we got to experience a little bit of Minshew magic.
Bro, you're such a buzzkill, bro.
I'm a dick.
That's crazy. It's a game, bro.
But I couldn't rack my.
You didn't even try. No, bro. Boo to you.
No, I feel
Dude,
you.
It's crazy.
You know what it is, bro? We have two different definitions of significance.
What do you mean significance? I'm saying,
hey, none of them go to the playoffs. Only one of them.
Knowing your Jags. What's wrong with just knowing your Jags, bro?
I just said significance.
Oh my God! I didn't say tell me 4 significant players. I said 4 players
of significance.
No, bro. I never said the word significance. I said tell me 4 players that wore this number. That's it.
No, but that was the criteria.
No, it's not. I never said that. That's not a criteria.
Hey, it's cool because
we're on the
recorded line.
That's the only criteria.
We are on a recorded line. So I want you to always remember that we are on a recorded line.
Bro. I'm a psychopath. I watch the episodes. That's when we get done.
But. Yeah, bro. No, bro. I'm not gonna be able, like you said, buddy. Yeah, Byron Leftwich. That's the ones. Byron Leftwich, and it of course it is also Steve Berline, but it's Byron Leftwich.
Yeah, but I'm not asking. I just want to know how many players you can name that wore that number.
I couldn't name them. It wasn't even going to. They weren't going to register. Like I ran through the Rolodex, bro. Like they don't take long for me to run through my Rolodex, bro. Like I have certain sections in my I can go into them files. 7 wasn't registering for me.
All right, 20.
Donovan Darius, Jalen Ramsey.
Okay.
James Robinson. No, yes, because James Robinson wore 20, then 30, or 30, then 20.
No
mistaken. It's a running back. I mean, it's a defensive back number.
You can't think of anybody else that wears number 20?
Well, like I said, it was Donovan was the one.
Right.
Before Donovan, did like Starks or somebody wear it? I'm trying to think of.
Yeah, Scott Starks.
Yep. So
see, bro, you could have been good at.
That's not. No, that's not about. No, that's not about. Could have been good. I know that these guys
could have been good, bro. You could have been good. I don't even want to play anymore. Through the game. Daniel Thomas, currently on the team, wears number 22.
I was working through it. But
but you could have. I think you could have been great. I think you could have been great on the game, bro. But you want to be an asshole. Whatever, bro.
I pulled Scott Starks.
It was that you've already ruined the game.
I'm just saying, I pulled Scott Starks. That's a crazy pull. That is a crazy pull.
It's impressive. That's why I said you could have been great,
But I wouldn't, bro. No, it wasn't gonna happen.
It's over with, bro. It's over. It's over with.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, Natron, motherfucking means.
Number 20. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Win model. Win model is in the game. Come on, like EA.
I'm in the game.
No, bro. No, you were being a jerk. You just
don't like how I'm playing the game.
Chat, tell him he was being a jerk.
Smack your daddy.
I didn't even want to say BTJ. It's just like, come on, bro. Tell me he's being a fucking ass, bring the draft back up. Let's see what they're talking about real quick.
Smack your daddy.
Smack your
damn daddy.
Spot Rich, that is number 3 from the New York Giants. No team no team has scouted Shedeur Sanders over the last 2 years more than the Giants. If he gets by him, I have a hard time imagining it's number 9 at the Saints. Unless they've been playing the longest con ever, they are not fans. We'll see. Stranger things have happened in the draft world. Otherwise, look at 21 for the Steelers. Had a really nice visit with Shedeur Sanders. I know Mike Tomlin is a fan.
Yeah, they keep saying. They keep saying that's probably where he's going.
Tackle, he might be out of the first
And that actually
first
makes a lot
round.
of
I
sense.
mean, you're right, Daniel, when you said
Aaron
it. First of all,
Beasley,
you're right with what you said, Joel. +1 to everything that you just said. But Daniel, I don't recall. Again, this is draft 22 for NFL Network. I don't recall somebody who could be 3rd overall or not in the first round at all. That just makes no sense. It doesn't compute when you think about that.
Yeah, well, one thing is there's not that many quarterback teams, so there's not that many options, and the Saints just haven't, for some reason, haven't been in that
That's
market,
what I'm
haven't been in
saying,
that
bro.
discussion. So you just go from 3.
That's what I'm saying. You should at least
21 is
remember
the next
Zay,
one.
but
That's
you
the
just
whole
being
conundrum.
disrespectful,
I mean, if
dog.
you want to potentially compare history,
Being disrespectful, bro. And then you're like, and I do Steve Bernard.
Well,
Why did you say it?
There was a quarterback who
That's
was
a great
potentially
pool.
number 1
A
overall,
lot of
and
Jaguars
almost
fans
fell
don't
out of
even
the
know
first
Steve
round
Bernard
until the
was our
Green Bay
quarterback.
Packers went up and drafted him in
Yeah,
Aaron
fuck
Rodgers.
you, but
There really isn't much to
at the same
compare
time,
what could be Shedeur Sanders' night 2. And it's now
at the same
for night
time, like I said, bro, I just wasn't going into that bank of 7. Like I
is
said,
time
bro,
to put
all
the
that
Texans
shit
on the clock.
just I was a blur, bro.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kerry, we're not gonna have that draft up the entire time. I'm not trying to get hit with the with TOS. I ain't trying to violate terms of service or anything or get copyrighted. So.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go in and out. You know, there might be stretches where we might just have the audio playing in the background. Definitely the Jags pick.
Yeah.
You know, so we're staying locked and tuned in.
Well, I'm gonna get. We're gonna every pick. We're gonna show every pick live.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get in and out. But we will be getting in and out of showing other people's content that we don't pay for.
Well,
technically, it is getting paid for, but
definitely getting paid for.
What do they say? It is something is the reproduction of this.
Yes. Listen, last week you guys convinced me. Like, I wouldn't be mad if they stayed at 5 and got Genty.
Mm-hmm.
But I would be ecstatic if they moved up and got Travis. Like, they didn't even play with it. They just went and got their guy. I feel like that's something that the Jags haven't done outside of, like, moving back into the first round.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, there could be a debate of how questionable that was. But I got a question for you. There's been a lot of talk about Campanelli's defense, right? We're really having to guess the defense because they haven't come out and actually told us what it is. And
did somebody in media finally ask him, like, or ask about that? Because
I don't think so.
Like, I'm trying to figure out how nobody asked that at the press conference. Like, hey, like, any idea what's going on with the defense? Like, what are we doing? What are we like?
Well, no, because he hasn't been to the podium since.
Yeah, but the head coach and the GM have.
Yeah, but I'm saying he hasn't been asked.
But I'm saying, but they didn't even ask. They didn't ask I didn't hear anybody ask the head coach or the GM. That's all I'm saying is that nobody asked the head coach or the GM.
I got you.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
I mean, offensive.
Well, no, it's not even. It's not crazy that they haven't told us. It's crazy that I haven't heard anybody ask. That's it.
Right.
Like, I hadn't even heard nobody ask the people in charge what's going, like, hey, so what's going on with the defense? You know, we don't know any idea of the scheme. Like, nobody's asked anything.
I feel like, well, okay, yeah, I don't think that's been said. I think there has been a question of defense, and they've just kind of like danced around it, haven't said what it is. But
No, I think
he
asked
had,
about like identity. I think they
yeah,
talked
they
about
did ask that.
identity,
We
but they
did,
didn't
they did
talk.
ask like, well, what's going to be your identity? What are you trying to accomplish?
Yeah.
What? Who's that? Pee Wee?
Yeah, that's
Pee
that's
Wee's
Roger Goodell on Pee Wee
Playhouse.
Herman's bike.
Goodell's Playhouse.
Yeah. Roger Goodell's Big Day.
What is happening? What is happening? Why are
Because the
people
Packers,
riding bikes?
Lil Wayne. Because when Green Bay, like during training camp, they ride the bikes.
Oh, they got Weezy.
They ride the bikes.
Oh yeah, he a Green Bay fan.
Yeah, but during training camp, the players ride the bikes to the training facility.
Nah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, from the park, from the locker room to the training facility.
Oh, they brought the bikes out for the kids. They're giving the bikes to the kids.
Yes,
Okay.
and I don't know if they are giving them away to the kids, but what I'm
Well,
saying
looks like
is,
it.
they probably are, but that's a tradition that the Packers do. Training camp, they ride bikes into training camp.
Oh, the Packers do that. Not
Yes,
okay.
they're in Wisconsin.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, I know. I know where they're at. I just didn't know you were specifically speaking about the Packers.
Yes.
The Greenway was too small for this, with a population of 107,000.
Were you hear the Duvals in the crowd?
No, they were booing because it said something about the place being too small to host it.
Oh, it sounds like Duval in my ear, dog.
Obviously, Green Bay may be small, but it's mighty.
People hate Roger Goodell so much.
Yeah, they do.
And hope you have a great few days.
So, but my question to you is, Campanelli comes from a Vic Fangio tree.
Mm.
Vic Fangio ran a lot of zone, right?
3 days, we will
so I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be a heavy zone offense. Excuse me, a heavy zone defense.
Mm.
And it got me thinking about Antonio Johnson. Could this defense be a resurgence for Antonio Johnson? In Mike Caldwell defense, which was a zone heavy defense, we were excited to see him on the field, right? He was making plays. I haven't seen the statistic, but talking to Ken said that we weren't a majority man defense, but our man coverage was pretty high. Like it was still high. You know what I'm saying? And the other thing he said was that we had like a high number of we played a high number of single high safety snaps, right? The bike that the players ride belong to the kids, and the kids pick a player that they want to ride their bike. Okay, that's dope.
But yeah, that's what they do at training camp and shit.
Okay, that's dope. Appreciate it, so Florida. So I was just thinking, like, what if going back to that type of defense, right, where it's super zone heavy? What if that's what Antonio Johnson's good at?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think it's possible? Do you think it's possible that because the whole defense was bad, right? Like, honestly, the whole defense was bad. It's except for Jarian Jones and Trayvon Walker.
Yeah.
As far as a level of consistency and availability, Trayvon and Jarian, in my opinion, were the best players on defense last year.
Yeah. Definitely.
So it was the defense itself was atrocious. So it's like I don't know if it's just because the defense was bad or if, you know, maybe this is his real skill set. Like this is what he excels at. You know, maybe that's his scheme fit. If this was Madden,
Yeah.
you know, like what do you think? What do you think? Like, do you really think that we might be able to see 2023 Antonio Johnson?
I mean, shit. He better have some fire. Like I said, we only in this position right now because he wanted to make a play at the end of a game that we didn't need to win. So I mean,
We always need to beat the Titans, dog. Like
yeah,
I feel you. I feel you. Like look at your shirt right now. It's got
hey,
Trevor Lawrence knocking out the Titans.
fucking right.
He did what he was supposed to, bro.
No, yeah, he did his job. But yeah, I would think so. I mean, like I said, if we can get him back to playing how we've seen him, the best that we've seen him play, then I hope so. It definitely could be.
Right. Did you see the picture of Devin Lloyd?
No, which was?
So he's like just warming up, but he's wearing the 0, right? He's wearing the white 0 jersey and the shorts. Bro is massive.
Yeah, remember we talked. Well, remember I think I talked about it that he looked a little bit bigger, or he looked bigger, and we talked about like, bro, he probably fuck around and be a pass rusher.
Yeah, dog. He might be third edge. He might be third edge because he is big, bro. Like, and I've like met him like up close, us standing in front of each other. You know what I'm saying? And like he's a pretty decent sized human being, but the way he looked in that photo, massive, bro. Remember the hope was now he put on that number 0. The last time we saw him in the number 0, he was wrecking shit at Utah, right? He was rushing the passer, right? Being super disruptive. So again, that's the hope. The hope is that we get to see that number 0, just like we get to see number 13. But depending on draft, that might not be a thing either. Just like we say they get Genty, saying ETN's up out of here. I mean, if we get Tet, they ain't talking about Gabe Davis, bro. They ain't talking about them. You feel me? So Gabe might be out of here too. Like they may not be willing to see if he's going to be healthy enough to play the season this year. The draft is gonna. I don't know. I think it's way more telling if they get obviously Travis Hunt. If they move up, they're getting Travis, right? But staying at 5, if they stay at 5, they get Genty. I really don't want Ted at 5. Like I take Ted with a trade back. But I mean, Genty, right? They already got the pick in.
No, looks like they're calling it in right now. It looks like they called it in. Look, they're talking to Cam Ward or whoever it is. They're talking to him on the phone right now.
Yeah. You see what Robert just said? Robert said the same thing. Looking like Edge 3.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard me about Gabe, but if they draft Tet, they're talking about they draft Genty, then Travis Etienne's out of here. Shit, if Tet get drafted, Gabe, they might be trying to ship off Gabe. Get somebody to hopefully eat some of that contract.
Maybe, but they also might keep. Damn, yeah, they just brought in receivers.
That's what I'm saying. You just brought in a receiver, and you're going to draft a receiver in the first round. That receiver is going to play, and you're talking about playing Parker Washington.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're brushing past Gabe, and then when you talk about like who else is supposed to be out on the field, you don't even mention Gabe. So it's either you think he's going to be a secret weapon or some shit. Like, nowadays everybody want to talk. They got something to say. Like they forgot about Gabe. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe, but I'm reaching. I'm reaching with that one. But like I said, I think it's a possibility. So definitely Cam Ward. Definitely Cam Ward, right?
Yeah.
This draft, the Giants waiting word of what the Browns are going to do. Then they choose 3rd overall. In case you're wondering, the last time the Tennessee Titans chose a #1 overall
Are
pick
we
in a
moving
draft,
up?
stuck and picked at #1 overall.
First
They were
rumor.
the Houston Oilers back
First
in
rumor.
1978.
Either gonna happen or it don't. If we can move past it.
Is in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. No pressure for whoever
Trade
is
alert.
out to hear. So the
Is there going to be a trade alert?
Again are a minute plus in. Boy, things will begin to get quite interesting. Certainly, if the name's not Cam Ward here, let's put it that way. But we are expecting it. I mean, the Tennessee Titans sent absolutely everybody.
So they said there's a playlist, and each
Tennessee Titans to the University of Miami,
and each draftee gets to walk out to a song. Like they got to submit like their own playlist.
Yeah.
So everybody's gonna have like their own walkout song. I think that's gonna be. I think it's gonna be fire.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
With the first pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select
Cam Ward.
Cameron Ward,
Yep.
quarterback, Miami.
The Browns and the Jaguars have agreed to a blockbuster trade to give Jacksonville the #2 overall pick, while Cleveland gets #5, a massive haul to help now and in the future.
And he is the first
overall
pick of the 2025 NFL.
Hey, shout out to passionate Mets fan.
From the University of Miami, first overall in the common draft era. The last one was Russell Maryland. The one before that.
Are you really seeing that right now?
Yes, on rap sheet. Boy, what the fuck?
I have to pass along.
Let's go.
Jaguars are now
on the board.
On the board.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go in real time,
Never
baby.
be afraid to be cool. No. Do not call me. Tune into the podcast. Don't call me right now.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him.
Hold on.
Get your ass on the stream, bitch. You know what we doing, bitch. Nah, get your ass on the stream. You know what we doing. We don't have time. We don't have time to talk to you right now, bro. Let's on the stream.
Yeah, we on the pod. And we on the pod. Get on the pod. Let's go.
Man, you tripping.
Hang up on his ass.
Yeah, bang that. Yeah, I wish you had a flip phone so you could have banged it on his
ass. Travis.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Very quickly there.
Okay.
Let's go. Yo. What did we give up?
I don't know.
He said we got 10 picks. We're going to use them.
Hold on. Here we go. Browns received 5th overall pick, 36th overall pick, 126th overall pick, and a 2026 first rounder. We swapped. Got the 104th pick, 200th pick.
And they are in fact bold. They have agreed to terms with the Browns to trade from #5 to
Let's go.
2, with the Browns receiving a 2nd rounder, number 36 overall, 126 overall this year, and next year's 1st round pick. Could that potentially be used to get the Browns a quarterback of the future? Maybe. Now the Jacksonville Jaguars are in position to take a premium elite player in this draft.
2 and a 4 this year.
They just showed it.
And a 1 next year. And the Browns are amassing those picks that you mentioned about.
Let's fucking go.
Jacksonville Jaguars are now on.
So we gave up a 2, a 4.
Travis Hunter, correct?
It sure feels that way. And I made sure to get this quote right from James Gladstone, their new general manager.
Yeah, a 2, a 4, and a first.
I think it's pretty
and
simple
next
from
year's
my
first.
perspective. We will prioritize people and players that are intangibly rich, and by doing so, they will elevate our ecosystem, our team, by being nothing more than themselves.
MIT is the Army, the Navy, the greatest is Jimmy and Keenan, the ultimate package. Ooh!
Talking to people that are around him, he only likes 3 things in life. He likes catching touchdowns, he likes taking the football away on defense, and fishing. That's it.
That been kind of
That's
high.
part of the ecosystem.
Let's
And
go.
Look, he wants great players.
Let's
That's
go.
what you want in all of this. And he's going to get one in Travis Hunter. I think they'll play him on offense first, but he's definitely going to play some defense there as well.
In the meantime, we say hello to Jamie Erdahl right now here on the stage with the first overall pick in the draft.
Cam, you got a lot of number ones in your life. You started with one offer from Incarnate Word. You are now the number 1 overall pick. How does this moment feel to you?
It's special. God did everything.
Bruh, let's go.
I'm just blessed to be here. I'm ready to get to work with the Titans, with my teammates, and I'm just ready to get the process going.
We've seen you playing football, playing catch in the back all night long. You're staying loose. How
Let's go. Shout out Tony.
I'm ready. That's all I've been dreaming for. It was an opportunity.
Underscore undertone. Let's go.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, James.
Yes.
Greatly appreciate that.
Yes, Travis.
So the last
big nuts.
top 2 of a draft for a player.
Big nuts.
Big nuts.
Yo, that's a swing. That's a swing for the fence.
First overall in the 1997 NFL draft.
Hype.
A rare trade.
Motherfucking pick is in.
Player and talent, they are
the motherfucking pick is in. You see them boys hugging?
Yes.
Giants are now on the clock. They know who it is. We're about to hear who it is here. And Joel, we had to throw to the stage to give.
I don't know if my
2 cents to chime in
on Cam.
Yeah. No, on Cam or whatever.
If my microphone is low or my headset's low.
57 games. He attempted 23
no, I have it. The volume isn't up right now.
Okay.
I didn't want it to be like super.
I got you. I got you.
So he's got the requisite experience to come in and play well. I think he'll continue to grow.
So what do you?
For Tennessee. And then
okay, Travis Hunter. So what?
Before the draft here in the pre-show.
How we doing it?
2 birds with 1 stone here.
Majority corner.
He's also the best corner.
And some plays on offense.
No, probably the opposite, but you never. I don't know.
Gives you the big plays on offense.
Hopefully,
maybe he's the guy.
Maybe
defense. Houston's big
because remember we had that conversation like how sick would that be? He plays majority defense, especially if there's a quick change, if there's a quick change of possession. Now he stays.
That's exactly how this feels right now.
He stays.
This has got to be it for Trevor Lawrence.
And Hunter is such an amazing athlete, such an amazing athlete.
Wow.
One-on-one
I need you to calm down, buddy. Need you to calm down, buddy. You just come in like that.
In the NFL. So it's got him a great play caller with an offense.
What up?
We on the fucking clock.
We on the fucking clock, dog.
In here, we've got about
Agent K, everybody. Nice of you to fucking join us. You gonna fucking call my phone?
You are now in the middle. Fuck that. You answer the phone. We on the fucking clock.
Bro, we on the pod. Jump on the pod, bro. Your credentials still work.
Here comes Eric Armstead.
Eric Armstead.
Reigning Walter Payton Man of the Year from Jacksonville, and he's flanking the commissioner.
The fuck we doing? The fuck we doing?
Well, we are here tonight to celebrate the 32 young men entering the NFL.
Can you turn it up just a little bit?
Moment to recognize a player who's made a profound impact on and off the field. The Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award, presented by Nationwide, recognizes one player each year who best represents greatness.
Yeah, bitch, your ass better play.
Both on and off the field and in the community.
I thought Kate was locked up.
We are proudly joined by the 2024 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year.
You see the chains? You see the chains?
Duval!
Duval.
First off,
Let's go.
Okay, that's how you doing.
Let's go.
A little bit behind out with the NFL.
I want to say
I
thank
need you to hold.
Duval.
I need you to calm down
you to the
because your ass
in the NFL and
goddamn
nationwide. And also,
gonna sell it.
Tonight, I want to encourage each player embarking on the NFL journey to identify a passion close to
I
their
timed it
heart
up. We timed
and
up
act
now.
upon it.
All right.
Use your platform to make your community, the league, and this world a better place. As we remember Walter Payton, strive to leave a positive legacy of your own. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Let's go. Let's go.
We have a trade. We did that shit.
Let's go.
The Cleveland Browns have traded the second pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, that part.
Let's go.
And with the second pick,
what are we doing?
The 2025 NFL Draft.
Okay,
The Jacksonville Jaguars select Travis
Hunter, wide receiver, MVP, Colorado, bitch.
So the Jacksonville
Let's
Jaguars
go.
the color of the Jaguars. Hot pink.
Let's go.
Keep It Teal in Duval County, and the Jacksonville Jaguars move up 3 spots. Trade next
Let's
year's
go.
pick and other considerations.
Let's fucking
for
go.
The unicorn in this year's draft. The last time a wide receiver was taken 2nd overall was
Kevin said, "Call that shit."
Hey,
let's go.
What up, K-Mill?
Last time a cornerback was chosen in the top 2 overall picks.
Let's go. Yes.
In the common draft.
Oh my God.
Gotta have it.
One and the same individual.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
He's running up there. He never gets tired.
Yeah.
No, he's not slow.
Bruh, Travis, hit the Duval. Please hit the Duval.
Hey.
Champ Bailey, all those other guys who could, Charles Woodson. Did they feel like they were born too
Hey,
soon, Joel?
let it
For
all
them to be
work
utilized like this
out.
young man will be utilized
Oh,
in the NFL.
yeah, and guess what? You know, hey, Lil Wayne gonna be at the game.
Certainly, just between the lines, his
Yeah.
instincts on
You hear
both
the
sides of
music?
the
He
ball,
signed it. He signed the Young Money
conditioning is just off the
Sports.
charts. There's no way to explain.
That's dope.
All right, let's get into some of the video,
Hey.
guys, and can show you what he does on both sides of the ball there at Colorado. Let's start, first of all, on offense.
Look at
Off
that
the
shit.
charts, elite ball skills. This catch against North Dakota State was ridiculous, and you see it over and over again. Him go up and
I knew
Now,
Big Marcus was
Trevor
gonna make
Lawrence
it.
can enjoy this. A quick little hitch here, and let him break a tackle, and off he goes, run after catch. On defense, you'll see him in man coverage. I like him best when he's off. I think he's most comfortable there, but flashing some man cover skills there. This is his bread and butter. He's going to set traps and off coverage. He's going to read the quarterback.
Oh, I
and
had just put
use
it
his
up.
instincts to go
Huh?
find and play
I had just
the
put that
football.
one.
Oh, my bad.
You
My
look at
bad.
some of these wide receivers and cornerbacks in the same game. That's pretty good company he's showing right
Man,
there.
we got who we wanted.
The first player that we welcome to prime
I ain't gonna
time
say that was
presented
too
by
much,
Nation
and we
was
got what
coached
we
by
wanted,
Prime
bro.
Time. Take it away, Jamie Iredall.
I've been wanting this team to do it. Hold on, I'm gonna let my man's talk.
You just got drafted as the first two-way player in a long time. What is happening in your heart right now?
I'm just super excited. You know, I get to go back home, but also, you know, somewhere I wanted to play, and I'm so excited that they picked me.
The Jacksonville Jaguars just traded up to get your services to their team. What conversations have you had with them with how you are going to be used in the NFL?
The crazy part is I had no conversation with them outside of the combine, so I didn't know what to expect, and I'm excited that they came and picked me.
We don't need to talk to him.
Cry, but I can't cry right now 'cause I'm too excited.
We can feel that. Congratulations, Travis.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Born in West Palm Beach, now going to be employed in Duval County. And boy, they were playing possum since the combine, huh? You said they didn't talk since the combine. And the Jaguars just make
Let's go.
Tony Conrad and his dad right there. They are
go.
The draft party is
We're going crazy in the living bar.
Imagine how they're feeling.
Going crazy in the living bar. Let's go.
What the Browns
Duval,
do.
baby.
In the meantime, I give you the floor, Mr. Colorado Buffalo.
Well, I'm immensely
Bruh.
proud right now of what Travis has been able to accomplish
Let's
at the University of
fucking go,
Colorado.
bro.
He should be proud of
Yes.
he embarked on coming out of high school. Remember, this is the #1 player in the country that decided to go to a
Yes,
HBCU
bruh.
to play for Deion Sanders.
Yeah,
Why?
listen. I'm gonna say this. If Travis, not saying I wouldn't care, but as far as like blame the regime, if Travis is if Travis is Jamarcus Russell, right?
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm mad at Travis. I'm not mad at the team. I'm not mad at the team because this regime has just done something I haven't seen this. I don't know if I've seen this team do ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Well, okay, hold on. They didn't jump this high, but they did move up to go get blamed. They did move up to go get blamed at 11. But I'm not saying I've never seen them move up, but I've never seen them make a move like this that is so we are getting the best player outside of having the #1 pick and drafting Trevor Lawrence in that draft. We ain't close. What do you want? Okay, look, I got this, and this. What's up? And make that shit happen like it ain't nothing.
Like it's nothing.
Like it's nothing. Man, come on, man. Come on.
That shit is crazy.
That is awesome. That's what that is. Oh my God. And the extra awesome thing is that I didn't really believe they would do it.
Yeah.
I didn't believe that they had the nuts to do it. And the man says, we got the opportunity to be bold. We be bold. Game on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Game on. Travis Hunter, game on.
Bitch, be bold. What?
Hey,
hey.
Who got 12?
To the Giants.
Dual call to the Giants. Ooh.
GM gives somebody in the draft room a quick rip move. That means
him and Thibodeau.
A pass rusher that he's very excited about.
That's mean.
There's two big-time elite players.
2 first-round edges.
Hunter and Carter, those are the guys. Big-time burst off the line of scrimmage. He just reminds me a little bit of Von Miller, the way he can bend and the speed that he has off the line. These are early wins where you see tackles like this one at USC not even get a hand on him, and then he's able to turn that short corner. That quick first step, again, these are early, quick wins for Abdul Carter. He used to be an off-the-ball linebacker. You want him to play off the ball, no problem. He can range laterally, sideline to sideline. You see an athletic quarterback like, I don't know, maybe
all right, so that's 3.
We can have him mirror and spy.
Who's 4? The Patriots?
Yeah.
Patriots might get Will Campbell. Patriots might get Will Campbell, man. But, so I got to ask you, bro. We just drafted Travis Hunter. How do you feel?
I'm happy, bro. Like, I'm happy that we were able to get this in real time. Like,
yes,
because moving up from 5 to 2, that was the biggest shock. And then it's like, oh shit, #2, bitch. We know exactly what we're doing at 2. We get Travis Hunter.
Right. Did somebody get the number 12? Well, they might have said, "Don't nobody get the number 12."
Yeah, fuck man.
I don't know if this has this year's jerseys on there. The last one to have 12 was Devin Duvernay.
And he's not here.
But I wonder.
And they already announced the players' new numbers.
That's what I'm saying. Do we still have that? Do we still have that graphic?
Did we save it?
I think it was in the bookmarks.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it would be on Twitter.
Yeah. I'm looking it up real quick.
Okay.
Oh no. It's not in the bookmarks.
Okay.
Maybe I can search it.
I'm gonna say I can find it real quick.
Yeah, we got to see if somebody got the number 12 right now. I know we liked it, so it should be in the like somewhere, but it'd be way down there.
It's all right. I'm just going through the media.
Yeah, got to see if somebody's wearing number 12. If nobody's wearing number 12, they might have told us the whole time. They might, you know what I'm saying? Might have been hiding in plain sight.
No, Nick Mullins. You got to. Hey,
Oh yeah,
you
Nick, oh, Nick, you gotta come
gotta
off
get,
that
hey, you gotta get that up, brother.
hey, now they gave it to the right person.
Yeah,
They gave it to the right
yeah. The placeholder. Yep. Is
Yeah,
hey, you
yeah.
can take 12 right now.
Hey, hey, Travis, like, I get number 12, right? Oh yeah. Nick will take that off. Don't worry about it.
No issue, no problem, sir.
Yeah, out of there. Perfect. My 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 boss. Oh man, I got a bunch of people texting me. They're going crazy. They're going crazy. They went bold.
Yeah.
Money Mike just texted me. He said he loves it. He's a Tampa Bay fan, by the way, y'all. I fucks with Mike, dog. Gotta get him. We gotta get Mike on the show. We gotta get Mike on the show.
Yeah, he knows how that offense is supposed to look.
Ooh, dog. Travis,
Yeah,
Travis, and BTJ.
They're fucked up now.
Hey, but you know what? The extra good news is ETN is safe, dog.
Yeah,
I get to wear my throwback.
Whatever.
ETN is gonna get off this year, bro. He's going back to form.
Hey, that nigga was sweating bullets.
Nah, he was happy as fuck. When they moved up, he's like, yes!
Yeah, I was there. He was sweating bullets though.
Slap your daddy. Yeah. Let's go. Yes, bro. Get to keep my dog ETN. See, bro, you hate it now, but when he start getting off, when he look like 22 ETN, 23 ETN, more 23 ETN because 22 he had a little bit of fumbling problem.
Yeah, I'll be happy, but we'll see. He got to do it. He got to fucking do it.
Trevor, how you think Trevor feels right now?
His ass better be fucking happy.
I'm saying, you think Trevor on a FaceTime with him right now?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's hard. I can't wait to listen. If Trevor's on a FaceTime with him right now, best believe their social media team is gonna have that out soon. Oh man, bro, I can't wait to the hunt.
Yes, bro.
I can't wait to the hunt. This hunt episode is gonna go crazy. This hunt episode is gonna go crazy.
Kay Adams called him James Gladstones.
Big stones.
Biggest. Boy whipped it out, put it on the table.
Oh my god.
What the hell are you? That's what the kids say. What the hell are you?
Dilla said, Jimmy Gladstone actually doing what he said he would do. This is something.
Yeah.
Believe it, dog. That's what I said. Going crazy, bro.
Insane.
Well, so I would say that this definitely rules out getting back into the first round. Wouldn't you say that?
Yeah.
We spent all our money.
But I mean, how
We
many
ain't
picks?
got no money.
How many picks did we have?
10.
And we gave up 2.
But we
and we used 1. So that's 3.
right,
So
but we gave up our second,
that's
and
what I
we
said.
gave up
The 4. That's what I'm saying.
no. But what I'm saying is the type of pick we gave up.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with anything you're saying. I'm saying the type of picks they gave up without giving away next year's
Yeah.
picks. They don't have any. They don't have any money to move back into the first round.
Oh, yeah. That is true.
So that's basically what I'm saying. Like, I mean, technically they do, but they, again, they'd have to give up stuff for next year.
The Jaguars are not done. They're trading Travis Etienne. They're gonna go first. Kidding.
Well, I mean, maybe if I feel like in the draft,
It took Will
pick
Campbell.
capital is worth more than player capital. I think. I mean, especially it's not like he's AJ Brown.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's one of those things.
And you see that here in the run game as he's able to displace defenders and create a lot of
They did get Will Campbell. I told you.
Much was made about the arm length. Does he need to slide in and play guard? I think he can hold up at tackle, but in an absolute worst case scenario, you've got yourself a Pro Bowl caliber guard.
That's dope. That's dope. Shout out Will Campbell. Hold on, can you put it back up for a second? I just want to sing. I want to sing live.
Was a huge need, as DJ said. And by the way, the offensive line last year, Joel Klatt, absolutely abysmal. And you drafted Drake May last year. You better start taking care of that young quarterback. It started tonight with Will Campbell.
And I'd be interested in what Kurt thought about the way Drake played last year, but I thought he played well enough where it's like, okay, we've got something here. Now let's go build around him. And you're getting a really consistent player up front. 38 straight starts, didn't struggle with injuries. I agree with you, Daniel. Even if you have to move him inside, that's a win.
When I did a Patriot game last year, I normally like to try and circle the offensive lineman who I think could be vulnerable that teams could go after. I just circle the whole group. I mean, that's how bad they were. The worst pressure rate in the NFL last year. They've done a lot.
It's almost caught up to where. No. Wait. I understand. I said all right, and I apologize. That made it sound like that's where it's out.
Should improve things. Both of those, along with this draft choice, as Mike Vrabel's first draft choice as the new HC of the New England Patriots. It's time to welcome Will Campbell to Primetime, presented by Nationwide. Jamie?
Louisiana, but you just got a love letter from the New England Patriots. You haven't stopped smiling since you heard your...
Appreciate it. All right. So now I can give like little updates.
Yeah.
My dog, Brian. That's real now. That's real now. Trying to set it up so I can see it. Browns pick are in. Browns pick is in. Who do you think they're getting? Number 5.
Probably
Genty.
Shit, they might.
They get Genty. I mean, Nick Chubb. I mean, when was the last time Nick Chubb played a full season?
Yeah.
I don't see him getting Shador. If they got Shador, I'd be surprised.
Yeah.
But I mean, if the plan was to get Shador the whole time, then they really like made out then.
So they're picking.
Oh, the pick is actually in, brother. Well, Agent Genty's my highest rated player, but they have a glaring tackle need. And they have other options out there. Ramone J&B.O is out there. Kelvin Banks from Texas is out there. So that, to me, is a position they have to address.
Which I'm sure is why they were thinking they could move down, is because there's guys they could move down and get at that position of need. So probably just didn't get the value they wanted.
So we hadn't had a single trade involving a first-round draft choice from the new league year to draft night. Then we had one right off the bat with the Browns moving down to make this selection.
Let's see.
With the 5th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Mason Graham, defensive tackle,
Mason Graham went
Michigan.
5.
Wow. Browns fans, welcome
What a
to
play.
Wolverine
What
to
a
the
play.
mix.
Shout out
It's Mason
Mason.
Graham going to Cleveland.
He said, "You count me
Hunter,
out.
second
You count me
overall.
out, bitch."
They have 5th overall. It's
I
Mason
still went
Graham,
5.
a terrific defensive lineman, to round out the top 5 as the new Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, he's my
Yo,
favorite
shout out
player, so I
Mason.
love the value they're getting here. This is a guy with a wrestling background who is unbelievable against the run. You cannot move him at the point of attack. He plays with incredible leverage, and then he also flashes this ability, as he showed against Alabama, to penetrate, make his way into the backfield. Just a dominant player against the run. Pass rush-wise,
I love it, dog. I love it for him. People were kicking Mason Graham out of the top 10.
Yeah.
You're kicking him out of the top 10. Bitch,
Crazy,
still
right?
went 5. Just didn't go to the Jags.
Yep.
Smoke screen city.
Shout out to the fucking Jags, bro.
Bro. Oh my God. Man, bro, hit the Duval, bro. Hit the Duval one time for me. Bro, I'm gonna make labels, and I'm gonna put them on the buttons.
I barely pressed that one, but I forget.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be offense. Like for him to play defense, Tyson or Joran. Unless it's a dime, but I'm saying like if he's playing majority defense, right? That means Tyson or Joran has to be off the field. And well, I mean this is a complete new leadership. They might sit Tyson down. They might make Tyson number 3 if they think Joran's better. Good?
Yeah.
Oh, my dog just said Duval?
Congratulations, T. Hunter. Duval! Congratulations,
He's
T.
in
Hunter.
baby. Just say the word. Hey, what you say? Duval. I said, let me get a Duval. Weezy heard me. Let's go. Let's go. What we say, bro? Just wasn't enough victory blunts.
Hey.
Victory blunt.
Victory blunt.
Victory blunt, man. Shout out to Mason Graham. Yes, bro. Yes. And look, I wanted Big Dog, but I wanted him because the hope of getting Travis Hunter was very, very slim. I mean, the hope was high, but the actual the going to get him was very, very slim. And it was even, well, I guess it was, I felt like it was more slim to go get him, but it was still slim for him to fall to number 5. You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it was just a little bit skinnier to actually go up. And they did the unexpected. Nobody heard about this until hours before the draft. Literally hours before the draft, and they were talking about trading back. There was just so much chatter, staying put, getting Genty, and ultimately they decided to be Ashley Genty
Yeah.
to the Raiders.
Is the first choice of the Pete Carroll administration, and I was
And he
talking with
said
Ashton on my show a couple of
they
weeks
asked
ago.
him. They said, "What do you think
Interestingly
you'll
enough,
go?" And he says,
one of the
"Man,
running backs he's been talking
the
to
highest
for
I think I go is number 6 to the
months is
Raiders."
Marshawn Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
So this
Hey,
tracks.
you there?
Yeah, you talk about two guys who hate to be tackled. I would put him in that company. Starts out with that unique stance. He's standing upright. He is
Yeah.
very slippery and
Take
elusive.
over
You
for
see him get into some tough
Calvin
situations when you're
Kamara.
watching that Boise State tape. But this is the calling card. Again,
No, he's in
unblocked
Vegas, not
defender.
New
They get
Orleans.
free cracks at him, and you can't get him on the ground because of that
Oh,
contact balance. He is just a piece of muscle.
I'm
There's not
tripping.
a lot of surface to hit on him. You see, again, the contact balance here, always finding a way to get forward.
Yeah, that motherfucker there.
That shit hitting. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
She's been putting my wife's been putting filters on it. Like rolled up filters so you don't get like
Yeah, I smoke papers, nigga. You don't think I know what filters are?
yeah, no.
Yeah, I got the
I see you, dog.
bro, I got
Yeah.
filters. Yeah, bro. It keeps, especially the paper, bro. It keeps it
Should be
from
hitting.
keep it from clogging up in the mouthpiece. I put it in
Mm-hmm.
blunts. Put them in the blunt sometimes too, just to have make sure I don't have no clogged mouthpiece.
Hey, hold it down for a second.
That motherfucker. Yeah, damn, Travis fucking Hunter. Like, I know y'all can't be. I know y'all. I know the fans is happy. We'll find out if they aren't. But everything I'm seeing on social media, everything I'm seeing on Twitter is everybody is ecstatic. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Bro, I'm excited about that. I didn't think we were gonna be able to get him. Chad, motherfucking Chad.
Every week on Sunday.
The commissioner of the NFL just picked you up in that hug. Is that the last man that's going to try to
Appreciate
tackle you in the NFL?
Nah, I don't think so.
Congratulations,
Oh
Ashton.
man.
Thank you.
So there goes Ashton.
Shout out
Tatum.
Ashton,
Next
man.
pick is
Number
in, and
6
we're
to the
gonna get that
Raiders.
when we come back from break. Don't stop believing is blaring right now at the
Chat, how do y'all feel, bro? Like,
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Like, they're not going crazy. I'm surprised they're not going crazy on the chat right now.
People are going crazy on Twitter. It's
Yeah. Don't we got the Twitter account pulled up?
I mean I can pull it back up, but I have closed it.
Nash Henry at Nash Jags, Nash 22. John Shipley asked, Jaguar fans, how y'all feeling? He said, ready to run through a wall. Motherfucker pumped. Hilton Richards at Bush Drive Rich. This ain't the old Jaguars. Game on, Gladstone. It's just getting started.
First
Let's
Heisman
go.
winner we ever drafted.
That's a fact, too. First Heisman winner. Mm-hmm. It's a good call out. Who's on the clock next?
Oh, I don't know. This is the commission.
I got it pulled up, but it's on commercial, so I can't see who's on the clock next right now. All right, so you got any predictions tonight? I mean, I couldn't have. Let's be honest, I couldn't predict that. I couldn't predict that.
Yeah, me either.
So outside of that, I couldn't predict, but I'm just ecstatic that it happened.
Mm.
Is there any team that would you say, man, if this guy's there, this team is gonna get him?
When I see the order, then maybe because we still got the Jalen Walker kid, right?
Yeah.
Ted. They talking about Ted. Those guys, him and Shador, like the guys that could still be drafted early or second round.
Right.
So
What about Jackson Dart?
Yeah.
You think he could sneak into the first round?
I think Shador can sneak into the first round.
It's assumed that I think Shador is more of I think Shador can fall into the second round. For me, I think it's more he could fall into the second round than he actually sneaked in because I expect him to be in the first round.
Yeah.
But I feel like he could fall if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Jackson Dart could be sneaky. And I also think a team like it can almost be like a Lamar Jackson situation where a team trades in.
You thought that this could be possible, the Jaguars coming up to take you?
This moment means a lot to me and also my family. I get to go back to Florida, but yeah, it means a lot to me. And also, at one point, yeah, it means a lot to me. And also, at one point did I think this could be possible? I'll probably say last night I was
one side of the ball or the other, but doing that.
Travis Hunter now with the Jacksonville media after the number 2 overall pick.
I see a few people waving. So, Demetrius, would you like to begin of the Florida Times Union?
Yeah, sure. Hey, Travis, congratulations.
Sorry, I don't.
Good. Just what does this moment mean for you? And at what point, or was there any point that you thought that this could be possible, the Jaguars coming up to take you?
This moment means a lot to me and also my family. I get to go back to Florida, but yeah, it means a lot to me. And also, at one point did I think this could be possible? I'll probably say last night I was looking at some houses, so I kind of had a feeling. And then about a week ago, I was talking to my agent and we was talking about it, and I was thinking that this was a possibility. So it's been about a good week.
Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Demetrius. Let's go ahead to Mark Long of the Associated
Bro,
Press.
the chat's been going the whole time. It just wasn't moving on my screen.
Hey,
That's
congrats,
crazy.
Travis. What is your plan? What is your thought for how you'll be used moving forward?
Just whatever the coaches in the organization, in the club think about me. It's up to them at this point. But I'm gonna go out there and try my all to do both.
Yeah. So was that unique to have both the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator congratulating? What was that like?
Yeah, it was a blessing. I was excited, to hear both of them on the phone. So I know they believe in me and they believe that I can do it.
And then one last one. You seem to have a lot of fun already at the draft from a dancing standpoint, all that. What is this kind of just the way you've handled the moment and all this attention? Does that just kind of show who you are?
Yeah, that's just who I am. I'm just always gonna be happy, always bring the energy, always want to see people smile, laughing, having a great day. So I'm always, bring that energy and make sure everyone is happy.
All right, thanks, Mark. We're going to go to Mia O'Brien of 1010XL, followed by Mike Duraco of ESPN.
Hey, Travis, great to meet you. Excited to meet you in person tomorrow. You
Yes, ma'am.
mentioned on the broadcast that you're going home. I'm curious, were you a Jaguars fan growing up? Did you follow the
No, no,
Jaguars?
nah, I wasn't a Jaguars fan growing up, but I did follow the Jaguars this whole year. So
Okay, so you had a feeling that maybe this could be a reality a couple months ago then.
yes, I was always looking and paying attention to all the games because I know I was going to be in this year's draft. So I made sure I watched all the games this year.
What do you think of who's on this roster right now?
Oh, it's gonna be fun to play with those guys. It's gonna be excited to watch us play. So
Awesome. And about Trevor, as far as, have you met Trevor Lawrence before in different
yeah,
recruiting circles or?
no, I actually met Trevor Lawrence in Hawaii. And I actually met him in Hawaii. We was doing something for Adidas, but it was a blessing, to be able to meet him that first time, and then now I get to go meet him and also get to play with him. And we also get to go, do our thing. So it's definitely a blessing. I'm definitely happy, go to work with him.
Awesome. Congrats, Travis.
Well, thank you.
Let's go.
Thanks, Mia. Over to Mike Duraco, and then we'll go to John Shipley.
Hey, Travis, congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm curious. There's a lot of pressure on you now. Obviously, being a guy that the team mortgaged a lot of picks for to come up, and are you going to embrace that? Is that something that you thrive with? Obviously, there's a ton of pressure on you playing both ways at Colorado. But
There's no pressure. There ain't no pressure for me. I just got to go out there and do my job. Be Travis Hunter. They did everything they could to come get me. Now I got to do everything I could to help win and help the organization. Uplift them.
Do you?
That was a good answer.
I know you said you weren't a Jaguars fan, but are you familiar with sort of kind of their up and down struggles over the past decade or so, and how they're trying to find a way to become consistent winner? And I'm just wondering what kind of piece you feel like you play in that.
I just feel like I can help the organization out in many ways, and I hope that I hope that we turn it around.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right, thanks. We're going to go to John Shipley, and then we'll finish up with Gene Frenette.
Hey, Travis, congratulations. What do you really know about Brian Thomas Jr., and what are your thoughts on, now kind of forming that duo with him?
Hey, Brian Thomas is tough. I always tell people, they was asking me this year who was like my favorite receiver out of this year and like who's playing good to me. I always told them Brian Thomas. He's very slept on, but he's also very, very good. So I'm excited, get to meet him and get to play with him and, make that dynamic duo.
Thanks, Travis. Looking forward to meeting you.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you. I'm looking forward to meeting you too.
All right, we're going to wrap up with Gene Frenette of the Florida Times Union.
Hey, Travis, congratulations. Is there any part of you that has even the smallest reservation about playing both ways on a full-time basis at the NFL level? Because it's obviously a much different, faster game than college.
It's a faster game, but you get a lot more breaks. So I'm just excited to go out there and work.
I appreciate it. Congrats.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, thanks, everyone. And thank you, Travis, for taking some
No
time
problem.
tonight. I know it's a big night. Congratulations, and we'll see you in Jacksonville.
Let's go. That was awesome.
I'm going to say you get a lot of breaks. I'm going to say you get a lot of breaks.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You got to love it, bro.
Yes, dog. Yes. He laughed on pod with Prime when they asked if he wanted to go to the Jags. Look, maybe, he said he's been watching a lot of games, so maybe he knew. Maybe he really didn't. Maybe they told him, they was like, listen, if we can swing it, we're going to move up and we're going to get you. Maybe they told him that in the draft, and he's known it the whole time. You feel me? And that's why he laughed at that. Oh, no.
We told him at the combine, probably.
Yeah. What'd I say? The draft? The combine. Yeah, bro. I'm like, yo, we're coming to get you. We're coming to get you. And they did it. They made it happen. This is some boss fucking shit, dog.
I'm excited.
Bro. You can just tell these guys are different animals, man. These guys are different. Listen, they were talking to Tony earlier, and Tony, they asked Tony, you know, like would you get a Tet or a you know, to make this team better right now, would you get a Tet or would you get a Genty? And he says, I'm going to say this: we need somebody to score touchdowns.
NFL draft. The Carolina Panthers select Teteroa McMillan.
Oh,
Tet. Speaking of Tet,
So they go offense, and they go Tet McMillan, who is
so
technically the
he ate.
second
Who
wide
went
receiver
7?
chosen tonight, and
I don't know.
kid from Arizona coming out, and he is going to join this offense in Carolina.
Well, Dave Canales got this job based off what he did in Tampa Bay with a big receiver like Mike Evans and that explosive offense they had there. So he goes out and gets one as the head coach and gets Tet McMillan, who is very long and rangy. Kind of remind me a little bit of Drake London in some instances. Watch him go up and get the ball. That length, he plays above the rim. Think about Bryce down there in the red zone. Just throw it up with tremendous touch, which he can do. He can go get it. How about the special one-handed catch here against Colorado? The body control, balls underthrown, no problem. For a bigger receiver, he can really adjust down the field and play like a smaller guy. He's slippery with the ball.
Oh, Membu. Membu went to the Jets. That's a good pickup. That's a good pickup for the Jets at 7.
Yeah.
But the raw ability, his basketball or his volleyball background, it shows up on the football field.
Huge production. I mean, huge production. He had 174 catches, 2,700 yards, and everybody in the building knew he was getting the ball. I mean, that's just the flat-out facts of it.
The Saints are Saints pick is in, and the Bears are already on the clock.
Okay. Well, you got an update on the phone or something?
Yeah. I'm actually on the draft tracker on NFL.com.
And it's tough to scout when you're seeing that on film. But this guy in a 50-50 situation, CD, I don't know if there's anybody better.
Shorter quarterback.
That's dope.
Bigger
That's
targets.
dope. This shit's.
Xavier Leggett, they need him to come along and play better. McMillan, another big wide-ranging target.
Leggett was burning shit last year, dog. He just couldn't fucking catch the ball.
So Bryce Young now has a Tet to go with his Leggett. Kurt Warner, take it away.
I'll tell you what I love about this, guys.
Yo, motherfuckers might start talking differently about Bryce too.
Yeah.
If Tet can really be that dude, motherfuckers might start changing their tune on Bryce, bro. They trying to write Bryce off, and like I just see Bryce. I see a decent quarterback on a really bad team. And look, I got plenty of experience with that because I'm a fucking Jaguar fan. So I kind of know what it looks like. You know. Yeah, they swung for the fences, dog. Listen, now this makes me hammer. This makes me hammer like Trevor don't have no excuse. Like the excuses for Trevor are like super running out. Like you can always go back to the well if the coaching seems bad.
Yeah.
Or if the front office seems bad. But right now with this pick, the front office seems like, okay, they solid. They solid. Again, he could be Jamarcus Russell, you know, God forbid. I hope not. But I would still be like, yo, but he was the best player available at the time. And the Jags went up a spot.
He was the Heisman winner, bro. Like,
yeah, and the Heisman winner, all that shit, bro.
We're not looking for a quarterback. Like,
they got the camera on Shador right now. But I don't think he got the draft, is he?
No.
You'd be surprised if it's Shador Sanders with this picture.
Crazy.
Rich, just based on my conversations, either it's the longest con of all time or the Saints liked Tyler Shook and Jackson Dart just a little higher just based on the overall package than Shador Sanders.
Thank you very much, Ian.
You think?
Well, I talked to a lot of
You think he didn't go because of the possibility he may fall to the second? I don't think he's going to fall to the second, but I'm just saying. But there is that possibility.
Yeah, I mean, possibly, but nah, I think he. I mean, it's fuck it. Might as well just be around. Might as well be around everybody.
Oh, my screen's smaller. I'm like, what happened to my helmet? But it's more compact because of how the screen's set up. I got you.
Someone ignore a quarterback so publicly, where the quarterback was shocked that he was taken by the team. Jay Cutler, when Mike Shanahan ordered his people to stay away, he did all the work
All right.
his own.
Who y'all got? What y'all did?
Well, Bears are 4 and change into their allotted time for the 10th overall pick. Here's the commissioner with the Saints' choice.
With the 9th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Kelvin Banks Jr.
Banks.
There goes that. There goes that theory. Shout out Nick Ward, though.
I thought these tackles would come off the board quick because there's not a lot of them.
Hey, listen.
To come in and start and play right away.
They were bad.
Yeah.
They were bad. They need now. I'm not sure he's actually a first round grade. You know, I think you probably could have got him in the second round, but you know, they needed it, and you know, they obviously had him graded high on their board. So, hey, you went and got your guy.
Yeah.
Got your guy. Oh, that's cool. This thing, I don't even have to refresh it. It just, once they say the pick, it's on the thing.
Okay.
That's dope. But dog, we rolling into 9 o'clock or after 9 o'clock, bro.
Yeah, I figured get this 10th pick out the way. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we gonna keep it to the Bears. I fucks with it. I think we might have said that too. We either said the Bears or we said Dallas at 12. Jalen Walker. I mean, it doesn't say that. I'm not saying that, but I think that's who the Bears get. Like with the people that's off the board right now, that makes sense. You got a line. You know what I'm saying? You got a line, and in free agency.
And look, it's sweet because look, San Francisco, Dallas, Miami, Indianapolis, Atlanta, Arizona, Cincinnati, Seattle, Tampa Bay, Denver, all have quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
So Pittsburgh is right there. Those are all the teams before Pittsburgh.
Yep. Quarterback. The Colts though.
Yeah, the Colts. Yeah.
Colts. Miami would be a wild card for it, but I could see Miami sneaking in a quarterback. But yeah, quarterback. Yeah, it's very favorable. There's 1.5. Well, I'm gonna say 1.5 because Miami's at half.
Yeah.
But the Colts could definitely say, "Hey, we're starting over," and getting Shador. But yeah, in lines, you're definitely not wrong. Even the teams, they might even be able to trade back.
Yeah.
Like they might be able to trade back all the way with Houston.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want the Rams to get in front of you.
Yeah.
But definitely get to Houston at 25, trade back from 21 to 25, and they could probably still get Shador. The Vikings got a quarterback. the Packers got a quarterback and the Chargers got a quarterback. Did I just put that back up?
Yeah.
My bad. Yes, bro. Yeah. He answered that shit clean.
That's what happens when the Bears are about to make their pick.
Didn't even need Clay.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Jalen Walker.
At the first ever draft in the home of the Packers. So, we find out the Bears we were talking about, you know, did they trade up for Genti? They might have attempted, didn't work out. If they did, they have every tight end available. What do you think, Daniel?
Well, the tackles are gone, so this is a tight end or this is a tight end.
You mentioned the two. But you
Damn, they're saying they think it's Tyler Warren.
Makes perfect sense. Ben Johnson.
Yesterday, the NFL family lost a true legend, Bears Hall of Famer Steve McMichael.
Oh man, shout out to Mongo.
Is with the McMichael family during this incredibly difficult time. Misty, please know that you are in our thoughts and prayers. Mongo's remarkable contributions to the game and the community will never be forgotten. His legacy will continue to inspire generations to come. 50 years ago, with the 4th pick in the 1975 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears selected one of Steve McMichael's teammates and closest friends, Walter Payton, running back, Jackson State.
75, bro.
Walter would go on to rush for nearly 17,000 yards and 110 touchdowns over 13 seasons, all with the Chicago Bears. As you heard earlier, the NFL continues to honor Sweetness, not only for his performance and excellence on the field, but also his commitment to give back to his community with the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award. So with the 10th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft,
Look, they respected Walter Payton.
Chicago Bears select
Yeah.
Colston Loveland, tight end, Michigan.
Wow.
They didn't even take.
He was right, tight end.
Yeah, they didn't even take Tyler Warren.
A bit of a surprise.
I have them right next to each other on my list, so they're both excellent players. Different
Comp him to Mark Andrews. I mean, okay. I mean, he's not as big as Mark, but he I don't know. He might be taller, but he looks skinnier. I mean, he's skinnier, so he really just looks like a big receiver.
6'4", 250.
I'm saying like just body wise, he looks like a big. He just looks like a big receiver.
Personnel in Detroit, they're going to do a lot of 12 personnel. In Chicago, 2 tight ends will be on the field.
No doubt about it.
All right,
Johnson
well,
calling
let's pick
our time
two.
now for player comparison presented by Homes.com.
Shout out to the fucking Jaguars, dog.
Yes, dog.
What the fuck? Shout out to the Jaguars. Shout out to y'all.
Yes.
Shout out to Jimbo.
J to the I to the M-B-O. Robert said, that's crazy. Warren is a beast. Hey, man. Intangibly rich. I don't know what to tell you. that dude was their version of intangibly rich, I guess. I don't know. Our version was Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Yo. Other than that's your host, the cannabis analyst, Agent J, and you were rocking with your boy J to the I to the M-B-O, and we are out of here. Good night. Let's go, Jags!
Fucking go. Let's go, Trav.
Travis.